So what are closing costs and who pays what? Stick around, that's what we're talking about today. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm the host for this video. I'm a realtor with Century 21 Lists with BEGGINS. So this is the fourth video in a series I've done on selling your home. Previous videos I offered points to consider in using a realtor to sell your house, talked about how to price your house, and then how to prepare your house for showings. So now we're at the final video, you're at closing. And what are the costs associated with closing? Well, this is such a popular question, it applies not only to sellers, but buyers as well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about both closing costs for sellers and buyers. So let's first look at seller costs. So as a seller, you are expected to get a lump sum of money from the buyer. Well, your first obligation is to pay off any previous mortgage or lien on this property. A seller also will pay their prorated portion of any taxes, fees, or assessments. And this will be prorated to the day. So when a buyer buys the house, they expect to own it outright. Well, there have been cases where other parties have come forward and said they own part of the house because of outstanding liens or outstanding previous contracts. So to protect the buyer, the seller is asked to pay title insurance. And title insurance is just ensuring that the title is clear of any other warrants, okay? The seller may be asked to pay for a home warranty. The home warranty covers mechanical issues with appliances or air conditioning, water heater, etc. As a buyer's agent, I always ask the seller to provide that home warranty to the buyer. It is a selling point to the buyer. It's about $700. Depending on the coverage and the scope of the plan. Again, it is not set and it can be negotiated, but it is a great selling point if you're planning to sell your home. The seller also has to pay some of the share of the closing costs to the title company and court fees. Finally, the seller pays the commission for selling the house. Now, I know that's a sticky area and people are always asking agents to reduce their commission. And this is not the video to get into that discussion. However, what I will say is I never go to my car mechanic and ask him to reduce his fee for an area in which he's an expert. As an agent, I incur expenses and time in listing and marketing the house. And I do that with the expectation the house is going to sell. And listen, I think highly of myself and I think highly of my time. Let me now focus on the cost to the buyer. In most cases, the buyer takes out a loan to pay for the mortgage. And so this loan, there are loan origination costs, and that is based on the amount of the loan. The buyer also has to pay their prorated shares of taxes, assessments, and fees. In some cases, the home inspection is paid for at closing, but in most cases, the buyer pays for that prior to closing. Most mortgage companies fold in homeowners insurance and taxes in their monthly payment. The companies will ask for money to be held in escrow for when these assessments are due. Now again, the price depends on the value of insurance and the amount of tax. Also depends on the time of year the house is bought. The buyer also has costs associated with closing to the title company and closing company, and court-associated costs with filing the paperwork. And all these costs are over and above the amount of money put down in escrow when the contract is offered. So as you can see, there's a lot of different variables that go into closing costs. You have the mortgage company, the title company, the home warranty, you have court costs, you have insurance, you have taxes, right? And I did not go into full detail because this isn't the time or the place for it. I just wanted to give you a broad overview of closing costs because it is a popular question. I hope you found this information useful. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. I have a goal of having 100 subscribers by the end of June, and you can help me by subscribing to this channel and sharing word of this channel with your friends and family. In a couple weeks, I'm going to begin a series on buying a house, and like this series on selling a house, it will be several episodes in length. You can visit me at my website, joebrownc21.com. You can send me a message if you have questions about any aspect of buying and selling a house. Just send me a message. I am still offering a free CMA. If you're interested in the value of a property here in Tampa, just reach out, send me an email. I've enjoyed spending time with you today. I enjoy sharing this information because South Tampa living is awesome.